Hello, everyone, and welcome back after a week-long absence from us. God bless you.
Thank you.
To Roll for Rolls Vailis, week number 14. I am the DM Gozira. You can find me on Twitter at Gozira with 3 R's, and I guess we'll run through the line, do some announcements, and then we'll get playing. So, start with you, Tusky.
All right. So, I am Tusky, playing Vespire, the High Elf Ranger, coming from up north. You can find me on Twitter at Tusk, and in Kugo's apartment. And that's it.
Hi, I'm Lightnevaeh. You can find me on Twitch and on Twitter, the same name, Lightnevaeh.
Alright, I'm Ted. I play Axton, a human fighter and cleric. You can find me all over the place at Nerd Immersion. I'm Kugo the Muted.
Damn it!
Kugo the push this.
I am push to talk tonight because there's 2 of us, obviously, in the same place. So to make things easy, we're push to talk. I am Kugo, and I play Dragonborn Barbarian named Vrax, and you can find me all over the interwebs as Kugo the Mighty. Brings me back to like the Ventrilo days. The beep.
Yeah.
Boop.
All right, I'm Dubs. You can find me on Twitter at HaxDubs with 2 X's, HAXX. I play Marwin Rilke, the bard who likes snacks and picking fights.
Anyone have any announcements they want to make before we begin and kind of do a... yeah, there we go. Before we do a kind of synopsis on what happened last week or 2 weeks ago? All right.
No.
Nope. No announcements here either, so... I guess the only announcement I have is we'll be playing tomorrow, right, Light?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll be here tomorrow again, 9 EST, to continue choices. So make sure to come back tomorrow. Anyway, so to kind of give a rundown what happened 2 weeks ago. After defeating a giant goblin, Vrax decided to pick up the goblin's bloody axe and store it away.
I don't remember.
Yeah, unbeknownst to him, the curse crept into his mind and continued to plague him with paranoid thoughts and bloodlust to eventually destroy his friends. After careful deliberation from a hold person spell and some other trickery, Vrax was brought out of his cursed state. They retrieved the pink diamond that they were set down to retrieve. Upon leaving Dragon's Mirror, the once barred large mithril doors that were keeping whatever it was at bay decided to break, and in poured fairly colorful creatures, which the group could not discern what it was because they decided to run for their lives. They made it back into Sleet Yard, where they forgot to bring back their horses or properly tie them up in the first place, and the stable boy wasn't too happy, so they had a long walk back up to Hellbrook, where they delivered the diamond to Jacko Fulmer, the leader of the Mages Guild, so that way he can start his contraption to basically contain Monbin forever. Then they went home after not being able to find Zabin Thrall, the leader of the Monsters Jakeen, and upon arriving home, they have a new butler now, and they were just about to sit down for a nice warm meal that they haven't received in a very long time. So that's where we start tonight's journey. So everyone is hanging out in your home. The meal's been prepared, set down on the dinner table, and you guys are just hanging around. You did also put the soul stone of Belbin the Spark in your trophy room.
Sounds good.
Who's where right now?
Everyone's just hanging out in the dining room.
Okay.
Meals have been prepared. You guys are just enjoying a nice, warm, home-cooked meal that you haven't had in probably 2 months.
So what's next? I hate waiting. I hate waiting for all these different peoples trying to make traps for our enemies, which we could easily defeat by now.
Wait, we can easily... Are you referring to Monben when you say we can easily defeat our enemies now?
I think we're a strong bunch.
Is he that tough? As I'm saying that, I'm like fixing my bow and getting my gear all ready.
Maybe you should just let it pass. Maybe.
Yeah. I know. It seems like we're strong, and I'm not arguing that we aren't, but we're talking about an ancient dragon here. I don't think this is something that we are equipped. I mean, people are sending us out on missions to retrieve tiny things to maybe, if things work out right, we'll be able to defeat it. And these guys are much stronger than we are. But, I mean, I don't know what the next step is. I really have no answer for you. I wish I did. Enjoy the meal while we have it, I guess. But, you know, we'll see what happens. Let luck guide us.
I'm not talking. I'm just eating right now.
Well, that's different.
Yeah, I mean...
Maybe we should head back to the monsters, see if they have any more missions to give us to help us grow stronger.
We were just there, like, 20 minutes ago.
Damn.
I thought we were in the...
It felt like weeks.
Yeah, we went. If you know, I realize it's been a long day, so we went there and we asked to see if we could find any more information. We found out it was probably the Slods that left out of that cave there. So we booked it here. Nobody else was there that we could talk to, so we just said, well, let's go eat. And we did, and here we are with the food. So
and let the record show, I wanted to go back and investigate the colorful things running out of the cave.
Yes, you're right, you did, and that was very brave of you, Marwin.
And do you know why, Axton? Do you know why I wanted to go back and check them out?
Tell me, Marwin. Tell me.
No. Say it if you know it. Say it if you know it.
Marwin, let me tell you something. You have to try your luck at least once a day. Because you could go around being lucky all day and never know it. We had to fight Vrax and we won. So I'd consider that testing our luck, and we did it. So once a day, that's enough. Or once a trip, even, really.
Fortune favors the bold, Axton, not the lucky.
I mean, you do know that I'm a cleric of the luck goddess, right?
No, I don't need
your
history lessons
I'm all about luck.
Tomatoes.
I'm not going to argue semantics with you, sir.
I'm just saying.
I just want the record to show.
So this food is really good. Thank you.
Oh, it's amazing, by the way. I love it.
Delicious.
Yeah, about this time.
Thanks, Janet.
It's Gwen.
Gwen.
You know my
Thank you,
name,
Gwen.
Vrax.
I'm very tired. It's been a long journey.
And about this time, she starts collecting the plates and bringing them back into the kitchen.
I'm gonna go step outside
So-
to smoke my pipe so I don't smoke in the house
Okay.
because I get in trouble for that.
Marwin steps away from the table and starts making his way outside.
I'm going to smoke, by the way.
What time is it right now?
It's about 7.
Oh, so it's still early.
I'm actually going to go ahead and go upstairs, and I'm going to write a couple spells in my book.
Okay.
Checking my notes. Shit.
Now, did we learned what those things were in the cave, right?
From what you gathered, you probably guessed it was the slot that was actually moving in. Not from the cave itself, but from the 2 doors that led into the Black Swamp.
Alright. Because I thought somebody told us, so I just want to confirm that.
Yeah, I think we had a thought that was, or a fairly educated guess that that's what we were looking at.
Yeah.
How far is the tavern from where I'm at outside the door? How far is the tavern from our house?
Depends on which tavern you go to.
The one that I can't find my book to remember with the bartender that I like to take care of?
Pay for his year's
That's
rent
going to take you...
in one drink.
Are you going by foot?
Yes.
It's going to take you a week and a half.
Yeah, right.
Because
Yeah,
that's
he's in another
hours.
town.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, David is in another town.
That's right, David.
The only bar we've really visited in this town is the one where that bard made fun of you.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's in the Tinker's District, which you guys are in.
Yeah, that's not too far from here.
We should
I'm
get a
outside
drink.
by myself smoking right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the library. There's supposed to be a vast library here in Hellbrook that we always talked about visiting and never did.
Mm-hmm.
If it's still open, well, you know what? I don't know that. I'm gonna go to it and see if it's still open.
You gather because whenever you go outside, the shops are closing down. By the time you get to the library, it would probably be closed.
Okay, then that's gonna be my plan first thing tomorrow morning.
Does anyone else want to do anything tonight?
Nope. Vrax is gonna probably go to bed early.
Okay. So everyone, does their thing around the house, whether it's talking to Gwen, getting to know the butler, looking around at books. Eventually, everybody makes their way up to their rooms and goes to sleep. The night
Fall
passes
asleep outside.
uneventfully, and you wake up the next morning, feeling well rested, having to sleep in your own bed, which is a change. It still feels a little weird because you're used to sleeping on rocks, but it's a comfy night's sleep.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna head out for the library. That's my plan. First thing.
What else? Anybody else want to do anything?
I think Vrax is probably gonna go to the stables.
Okay.
What time is it right now?
We'll say you guys got up, ate some breakfast. We'll say it's like 8:30.
I'm gonna head over towards the tavern.
Okay. Hope Vespire doing anything?
What town is this again?
You're in Hellbrook, where your home is.
Hellbrook? Okay. Can I go stop in the weapon armor shop?
Sure. Do you want to go to the one that you normally go to, or do you want to try to find a new one? Well,
yeah, I can walk around
actually,
town.
Vespire's
That's fine.
never been in any of the weapon shop. But asking your companions, they will.
So I'll walk around town, hoping to find an equipment store.
Yeah, you stumble across the Blue Kite. Hope, what did you want to do again? I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna walk around town.
Okay.
That's it.
So everybody takes their separate ways. left to right. So, Vespire.
Yes.
You find a sign that has kind of just a kite symbol with a little string hanging off, X's throughout the strings, and then the kite is blue. It says underneath it, the blue kite. You walk in and you see a gnome behind the counter. It says, "Oh, hello. How can I help you?"
Hello. I'm looking for, honestly, anything as far as wares, weapons, armor, just browsing.
Well, that's a lot of everything. Is there any short swords, long swords?
What about bows?
You got some bows? He kind of goes in the back and he pulls out a couple of different bows.
Okay.
Looking over them, they look like just regular bows. Nothing special about them. He pulls out like 2 short bows.
Okay.
One of them has a little bit of one of them doesn't look too well made. Another one looks a little bit more like a little bit more new. There's a long bow he has there as well.
Okay. I think I'm all set for ranged weapons. What about leather armor? Possibly a light helmet or something like that?
Well, we have some leather armor, but nothing that's... Are you looking for additional protection from the leather that you're wearing?
Perhaps. Possibly something magical that could enchant my abilities.
Well, a lot of adventurers come through here, and we also have a deal that we bring over to the Monsters of Chikeen, and also Marin's Mercenaries. I'm not sure if you've heard of them, but
I have.
oh, well, perfect. Well, we have a deal struck with them as well, so they pretty much get first dibs on everything.
I see. Well, then I'll be seeing more of you, I'm sure. Thank you.
Take care. He kind of waves you off. Hope you're
And
just...
then
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. And I'm just gonna continue just walking through town,
Okay.
getting the lay of the land.
I'm gonna refresh this because your camera's not off. Your camera's off of mine. Let's see if it pops up very well. Yeah, your camera's still off for me.
Yeah, me too.
You try refreshing your screen.
Oh, he's back.
There it is. Okay. Hope, are you just wandering around the city?
Yep.
Anything
Just
you want to look
wandering
at in particular, or you just? anything
No,
you wanna do
none.
for
So
role-playing?
yeah, just looking around.
Okay. So yeah, you're just hanging around, looking around. There's people selling fresh fruit. There's people doing kind of like snake oil in the Tinker's District, selling miracle stuff. But you having arcane knowledge, look over and you realize it's, this is not really entirely truthful, and the crowd's not buying it at all either. You get into the kind of the fishing area, the docks, and see fresh fish being brought in, and people selling fresh fish. Everything from squid to marlin, and everything in between. And same thing over in the Mages District and the Traders District. Just kind of wandering around. It's just people going through their everyday lives, selling, buying, moving stuff back and forth. Axton, you were heading over to the library?
Correct.
Okay. So you head over to the Mages District because you figured that's where the library would be.
Okay.
You do, walking past the Mages Guild, walking behind the tower of the Mages Tower that's up there. You do see an airship up there, and behind behind that is a very, not very, but it looks like a 2-story building, a little bit bigger than your home. And,
Okay.
Walking up a couple of steps, the door's already opened up, and inside you can see kind of books along the shelves, kind of stacked in unorganized fashion. Some books are on the floor stacked up, but you gather that this is the library.
Okay. I would like to. Is there like a front desk, like a librarian, I guess?
Not that you can see around.
Okay.
But
Then
there's a second story, kind of with a balcony that looks over.
Okay.
And like a catwalk in the middle.
Okay. Do I see? Are there like just like people milling about, or is it fairly quiet?
There's a couple people. There's a couple people sitting at tables, and the further you get into it, it just looks like it just not only just like keeps on going, but it is a lot bigger on the inside than it looks on the outside.
Okay. You know what? I'll head upstairs and just see if I see anybody else up there that could possibly be librarian-esque, and if not, then I'll just start looking for books on my own.
Okay. You go up there and you see a couple people pulling off books and like looking through them and kind of putting them back and kind of thumbing through. You see an older gentleman looking at books as well. You gather that not anybody in the immediate vicinity is the librarian or anybody that works there.
Okay. Then, I know this is Hellbrook. Do they have any? Do I recognize? I just kind of making a look around. Do I see if there's any kind of categorization to the books? Like, to see if like this area is, I don't know, fiction or anything like that, so I can kind of start getting an idea where I want to look.
It looks kind of disorganized.
Okay. Stupid mages and their stupid magic library.
Dewey Decimal System.
I know. What is this even? I need to introduce them some northern knowledge about their libraries. You know what? I'm gonna go up to the older gentleman that's there, and I'm just gonna ask him some questions.
Okay. So he pulls off a book and he's kind of thumbing through it.
So I'm just gonna approach him and say, excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm new. This is my first time here at the library. I couldn't find anybody that seemed to be.
I know you. You and your friends killed Torben.
That was us. I was just curious. Have you? Is there somebody work here? Is there someone I can speak to? I can't really make sense of how the books are organized.
Jeffrey is it's mages. They have their own organization skills, but Jeffrey, I believe, he's downstairs, and he kind of points over the catwalk towards like the back section of it, and it's actually kind of in the middle area because there's still more on the other side. You can see there that there's a counter. It's just there's books stacked all over it, and you actually do see somebody sitting down behind, kind of stacking books. And
then I will say to this old man, I will say, well, thank you very much for your assistance.
No problem.
Well, have fun reading, and I will head over to try to find Jeffrey.
He kind of gives a curious look. Reading.
I'm gone. I'm already gone. Heading over towards Jeffrey.
Yeah, you go down the spiral staircase to the dismay of books, and you see a older elf behind. Like he's, old elves get old. Like elves live for a long time. He looks like he's lived for a very long time.
I'll slowly approach and I'll say, excuse me, are you Jeffrey?
He looks up, his glasses at the brim of his nose, and his eyes are very squinty. Oh, yes. Yes, I am.
I heard you are the man to speak to in charge. I can't make much sense of the organizational system of these books, but I have some topics that I'm very much interested in.
Well, speak your mind.
Well, I was curious if you happen to have any books written or books telling the history of Quentin Flamel. He's apparently an artist, and a sculptor, perhaps.
He closes his eyes while you say that, and he takes a second. No, there's no books on Quentin Flamel.
Okay, well, I'll check that one off my list. How about books on the history of, say, Dragonmere and the mining of that town and what caused the dwarves to leave?
He closes his eyes again, opens them up. Yes, we do have a dwarven book, but it's mostly folk tales, and it's strange that it was actually written a couple years ago. But we do have that.
Well, I may be interested in that. Perhaps, I've heard there are these creatures known as Slad down in the south. And I must say my curiosity has gotten the best of me. Do you happen to have anything that might provide me additional information about such a creature?
Closes his eyes again. Takes a second. Nothing on just that creature, but we do have books on creatures of Vailis.
That would be the perfect book for me. Where would I go about finding that book?
And he kind of pulls back his chair a little bit and stands up. You can kind of hear his spine like crickle a little bit, and he's bent over. He's kind of got kyphosis, like a hunch in his upper back. He says, "I will be right back." And he turns around the corner, moving ever so slowly. And we'll come back to you. Vrax.
Fair enough.
What you up to?
I wanted to head to the stables.
Alright. So,
It's on the other side of town, isn't it?
yes, it's actually, it's not really on the other side of town. It's within the Tinker's District.
Oh, okay.
From the town head, the road heading south. So you head over there. You recognize the stable boy right away. Because he's the one that you purchased your horses from. Anything you want to do? What you want to do?
I would like to basically just approach the stables and see if I can see that stable boy.
Yeah. So you walk up to the stables. I'm not hearing Tusky's mic at all. And there's he greets you. Oh, hello, Master Vrax. It's been a while since I've seen you. Going on a lot of adventures, right?
Yes, you could call them that.
Oh.
Definitely seen a lot of battle and a lot of
eyes
very
roll
interesting
lit up.
things.
You have to tell me all about him.
I'm sure there will be a time and a place.
Oh, okay.
I've
what can I help
actually
you
come to spend a little bit of time and perhaps just take a peek at some of your animals that you have here. I have quite a background in taking care of animals, beasts, horses.
Really?
Myself, and I grow quite fond of them. I just like to make sure that they're all treated fairly and doing okay.
Oh yeah, sure. Come on. Maybe I can learn something from you. He's very intrigued by you. So you go see your horse. Your horse looks, very healthy. Everyone's you kind of mill over, even Wilford. Marwin's pony looks good. They're all healthy. He tells you how he takes them out about once a week, just to kind of get them exercised, and he does that all the time.
I want to softly run my hand over Marwin's pony and say, how are you doing, little one?
You cast it neighs at you.
Yes. Okay, I cast the beast. I almost said a really bad word there. I can't remember what the spell is called.
Remember, this show's not Apocalypse World, so.
I cast what the hell? Why do you keep tapping me? I don't know. Tusky keeps tapping me for some reason. He's trying to tell me. Spirit Seeker, yes. Beast Sense.
Beast Sense?
Yes. That's what it says. At 3rd level, when you adopt this path, you gain the ability to cast the Beast Sense and speak with animals, but only with rituals.
So you don't get to actually speak with it, but you get to hear and see what it hears and sees.
That's really weird. I feel like I've done this before. Anyway, have a great day, pony.
So you see, you kind of you put your hand on it, you catch your beast sense, and you close your eyes, and your vision and hearing go off, and then you are looking through Wilfred's eyes, and you see a humongous Dragonborn barbarian with its eyes closed and his hand out, touching the beast. You gotta push to talk.
Oh, oops. Yeah, I didn't even have that written down. That's not what I have written down, so I wouldn't.
You just read it out loud. You just read it out loud.
I have it written down.
You can cast the Beast Sense or Speak with Animals spell as a ritual.
So do you want to
He doesn't know that.
Perfect.
Do you want to speak with animals?
I would, yes. I would not like to speak with the animal. I would like to cast Speak with the animal.
You know, Beast Sense is a spell that allows you to see and hear through the beast.
I don't know. It's all one paragraph in my
So
notes.
you're gonna-
It's literally just words with no commas.
You have
after each
two
other.
spells. You have both.
He's gonna.
And don't forget.
He wants to ask a question and then respond back through the beast or something.
Yeah, he wants to answer.
Don't forget, he is a barbarian.
Yeah.
He's
So
not listening.
after you look through Wilfred's eyes, you kind of snap out of it, canceling your spell, knowing that that's not the spell that you actually wanted to cast. You take a little bit of time and concentrate, and you are able to reach into your animal instincts and actually speak with animals now. So what would you like to ask Wilfred?
I would just like to ask it if it's doing okay.
Yes, I'm doing very well. How are
Glad
you?
to hear.
Have
I'm
you
doing
seen-
well as well.
Have you seen my little master?
Yes, I have, and he is also doing terrific. He can't wait to see you again.
It kind of, you can tell he's kind of getting excited.
He also wanted me to let you know that he
Yes.
loves it when
Yes.
when he's riding on top of you.
Uh-huh.
He loves it
Yes.
when you rear up on your hind legs and
Kind of
bring him high up into the sky.
Roll a deception for me.
I hate you.
On a miniature horse? Okay.
Don't
play
worry,
with my
Vrax's
horse's
charisma
emotions.
modifier is really high, right? It's fine.
Don't play with My Little Pony's emotions.
Hey, I even put a
My
negative
Little
5.
Pony.
I even put a -5 for its insight. So
Here comes the natural one. Oh.
He kind of tilts his head and looks at you. I don't think my master would really appreciate that. But thank you for the...
Stand strong, pony.
Thank you for telling me that, though. Maybe we'll try it one time.
Maybe. You never know.
He rolled a 15 with a negative 5.
And I'd basically like to... I mean, we don't have to do roleplay every single one of them, but I'd just like to go down sort of like the line and just like pet each animal and just make sure that, you know, they're treated fairly and they're treated okay. And basically, I'd like to just... Anything that the animals say back to me, I just kind of want to explain it back, relay it back to the
stable boy.
To the stable boy, and, you know, indulge his intrigue.
Yeah, he
on
is,
my abilities.
He's like at your, you know, he's like at your hip, you know, like just like staring up at you, and he's never seen anyone actually talk to a beast before. I mean, he's like, I talk to them, but they don't ever talk. Like, do you understand them? And you know, it's kind of an interaction like that. He's very intrigued with you and eating up every moment, and it feels like that you're kind of mentoring somebody. So it feels a little, you know, feels good. Marwin, where were you heading off to?
The tavern.
All right. So you get to the tavern.
Is it open at 8 o'clock in the morning?
It is. They're serving breakfast to some gnomes before they get in for their morning work and stuff like that. So.
Do they have ale at 8 o'clock in the morning?
Are you want to roleplay this, or do you just want to ask questions about it?
All right, I'm gonna walk into the tavern.
Okay. So you walk in the tavern, you see a couple of gnomes sitting down, eating some breakfast. You don't see somebody behind the bar, but you see him coming out from. You recognize him because you've been in there a couple of times. But you see him coming out from the back, kind of serving food, taking other people's orders, and head in the back again.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to the bar and jump up on a bar stool or climb up on a bar stool.
You know, it's a gnome bar. It's not that big.
Huh. Yes. I'm just gonna walk up to the bar and casually put my hands on top of the bar.
Okay. So
Kind of sit there and wait for him to come back around to kind of see if he sees me and get his attention.
About 2 minutes rolls by before he comes out of the back again, and he looks over and gives you a nod and puts a plate of food down. Walks over to the bar, goes behind the bar, and says, "Yes, what can I get you to eat today?"
No food today. I've already eaten breakfast this morning. I would like.
You want information, don't you?
Well, I would like some ale to go with that.
Ale?
Mead, beer, alcohol, something to drink.
You want meat?
Drink. Give me a
Are
drink.
you okay, friend?
Give me a drink.
All right. I'll be 5 silver, please. He reaches down, and you hear like a little. And he pours mead into a cup and slides it over.
All right, I'm gonna pull out a gold and put it on the bar for him.
All right, thank you.
Now, you did mention information. Do you have any information?
Are you looking for any information?
Depends. Do you have any information to give?
No, it depends on what you're looking for, friend.
I will take all the information.
Well, there's a lot of information out there.
I pull out 5 gold and put it on the bar.
What are you looking for? As he slides.
He's just giving him money over and over. Information.
Give me the newest information that you have around the town.
Well, once again, it's just information that's hit my ears. But
That's perfectly fine.
we heard that Doris kind of like looks around, looks up. Hasn't been so faithful with old John. Catch my drift. Kind of gives you a wink.
Wait, who?
Kind of
I couldn't hear you. I was. Say that one more time for me.
Doris.
Doris. Okay.
Doris Tamber.
Writing it down.
Doris is cheating on, I'm assuming her husband, right?
Yes.
What was his name again?
I don't remember.
John?
Sure.
John. Okay. Any other information you have to give? Are there any new people in town that no one has seen? Any new faces around the tavern that you haven't seen?
Well, most people that come in here, besides Baron's mercenaries, you included.
Yes.
Most of them are gnomes, and we know all the gnomes.
Okay. You wouldn't have happened to have seen that bard from the last time I was in here, have you?
Oh, Calvin.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, that
kinda
guy.
like
That's
leans back.
that stand-up gentleman.
Calvin. He's funny, isn't he?
Oh, he is
everyone loves
riot.
Calvin.
He is a riot.
Yeah, Calvin normally comes in. What time does he come in? He comes in noon time frame. Stays until the crowd gets a little bit too rowdy.
Okay. Does he come in every night or certain nights?
He comes in whenever he comes in. I haven't seen him in a
makes
couple
sense.
days though, but I'm sure he'll come in soon. He's
Okay.
probably making his way to other taverns or even heading off to different places. He's traveling though.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Traveling, not gnome, but elf.
I know what you meant. All right, sir. Well, I'm going to pull out one more gold, and I'm going to toss it to him. I'm going to tip up my mead or bottle or whatever. Drink my drink, and I
Slides it
look
back
over
and
and
puts it in the pocket.
and well, you have a good day, sir, and I'm sure that I will be back to speak to you again. If you hear any new news around town or of anything happening, just remember me. And actually,
Sure.
Is my drink in a bottle or a mug?
It's in a mug.
It's in a mug? Okay. I stand up and I take the mug and I say, by the way, I'm taking this. And I will start to walk off.
He puts his hand up and the door slams in front of you. He says, No, you're not.
After the gold I just gave you,
You gave me
I
gold
can't
for
have
information.
one mug. I can't have one mug?
No.
Is there a table around me anywhere?
I mean, you'd have to walk over to a table, but you can walk over to a table.
Okay. I'm going to set it on the ground right next to me and leave it there and then walk towards the door.
Okay. You're able to open the door now. The door closes behind
I walk
you.
out and leave the door open.
The door closes behind you.
Bastard.
All right, Axton, go back to you.
All right.
So some time passes, and he comes back with 2 books. One that says Creatures of Vailis, and the other one that says There and There by QF. And he goes, well, they're actually, I know there's nothing written about QF, but we do have a book that was made by him.
Okay.
This one was actually brought to us by Calvin Marquis.
Huh. Curiouser and curiouser. Thank you. These are
Vailis is actually it's pretty thick.
like okay. Thank you. This is exactly what I'm looking for. I must confess I am new to the library. What is? I mean, I'm not going anywhere. I live just up the road. What's the process for like taking these books out? Do I is there a deposit? I don't know how this works.
Yes, there is a deposit. Deposit is 5 gold per book, which you get half back whenever you return.
Okay. Great. Do I just give the gold to you right now,
He
or
puts out his hand,
okay? I will put 10 gold in his hand for both books.
and he hands you both the books.
Okay. And I say, thank you very much, Jeffrey. And you have a great rest of your day.
He kind of motions his hand and kind of like a half-ass salute, just tipping it forward.
And I will take my tomes, I guess, and I will head back towards the house.
Alrighty. Hope, still wandering around, or did you make it back to the home yet?
I made it back to the home.
So everybody kind of gathers, coming back in at various times, but we'll start up with everyone just kind of gathered around.
What time of day is it?
We'll say it's early afternoon.
Everybody have a good day. Nice relaxing day back in town after the crazy events of the past couple of days.
Oh, I found out some information today.
Really? Tell me, Marwin. This is
I found out that there is a woman in this town named Doris, and she is cheating on her husband named John.
Oh.
Don't ask how much that information cost me. I will not tell you.
I'm more curious as to where that gets us.
Absolutely nowhere, I believe.
And I definitely don't want to know how much
Wait,
it costs.
who is she cheating on him with?
No one knows. That's the thing.
Did you run out of money?
No. But I will tell you that the
Well, you
bartender
should
was
go
an
back.
asshole and didn't let me keep a mug.
Well, I think,
I don't like him. I miss Kevin.
David?
Kevin?
Spent all the
David?
Meg.
David?
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 Kevin? What was his name?
David.
Knock at the
David.
door.
David. I miss David. That's what I meant to say.
You see
My mo-
through the corner of your eye the butler going over to answer the door.
Oh, I'm gonna let him answer the door.
And you kind of hear, I take it you guys are just hanging out in the great room.
Yeah,
Um,
probably.
You see Zap and Thrall kind of push, not really like hard or anything, but just push aside your butler. And he's looking around. He spots you guys over there. He goes, "Get your stuff. Pack your stuff. Pack your stuff for 2 weeks. We're leaving." And he turns around and walks out. And that's where we're going to take our first break. So
Okay.
stick around, and we will be right back.